My name is Makwana. I am an IPS officer of 2018 batch. I am presently posted in West Bengal cadre. I am a graduate in electrical engineering from National Institute of Technology, Surat, and I am a UPSC CSE 2017 pass out. So I passed out in 2016 from SNIT, that is National Institute of Technology, Surat, and I gave exam in CSE 2017, and I got into the IPS in the same year. As far as the preparation of prelims is concerned, the prelims is a stage where serious candidates and non-serious candidates are skimmed out. It is just a qualifying stage. So you prepare for prelims just by solving the papers, and the book list remains the same for the prelims topics, which are also covered in the mains. The book list for prelims include Lakshmikant for Polity, Spectrum for India's modern freedom struggle, R.S. Sharma for ancient history and medieval history. We have the old NCRT. You can also use the new NCRT books that are there. These are also equally rich in the content. In the new NCRT, you have to focus on the uh, facts more, and which are given on those the side notes. There are certain images. UPSC asks prelim question directly from those images. For art and culture, you can use Nitin Singhania, and you can also use NIOS material. I use the NIOS material for that and prepared the notes out of it. It were you can also use this ancient history books and medieval history books for preparing these notes. For science and tech, I did not study specifically since I am an engineer, but for that you have to study 6th to 10th science books. For that, it will cover the basic science concepts which you will need in the UPSC exam preparation. For economics, you study the NCRT textbook 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And what I used to do is that I studied the test series, economic test series of the reputed coaching centers. Just solve those papers and read the solution. It will enrich your economics content. For geography, again, NCRTs are the best. You should know each and every word of geography NCRT. And GC Leong, the other section of the GC Leong, that is which talks about the climate and the different types of climates, the reasons for that. You read the other part of the GC Leong. And for current affairs, I preferred uh, the reputed coaching institutes compilations are there apart from newspapers. Definitely, you have to read newspapers just to enrich and widen your understanding of the various things going on around. Read editorials of the newspaper in a very detailed way. These things are not covered in the compilations. The editorials give you a very distinct and unique perspective, which will enrich your answer if you write those perspective in it. For CSET, I used to write, I used to practice 1 month before prelims, and CSET requires 10th standard basic maths, basic English, but even then you need to prepare. There, I have seen the cases of many serious candidates who are scoring 120 marks in CSET in a GS, but they are not able to perform in CSET. So don't ignore the CSET. I used to just solve the papers for CSET. I had an anthropology as an optional, so I used to prefer the standard books prescribed in anthropology, which we will talk later in this. As far as my answer writing practice is concerned, I used to write answers after prelims. That is, between the 4 months between the prelims and the mains. Also, initially before prelims, I used to practice one or two answers every day. It is just that we become mains ready before prelims. So I used to practice 3 4 answers and get it evaluated with some serious candidates and online the people who are also available online for peer review. I have also seen that many of the people ask the questions about coaching. So I did not undertake any coaching. However, coaching is important if you do not have any kind of guidance. Coaching gives you guidance, but apart from that, it is only the self study. I have seen many students who did not go coaching and are in the top 10. So there are substitutes of coaching. You just internet is a very good substitute. So if you are in a village and if you want to qualify this exam, it is not that you cannot. You can be in top 10 even if you do not go to coaching and do not go to Delhi. If you are not going to coaching, you can use the online test series that this coaching institute. You can join local coaching, but you have to know whether it is whether it provides very good notes, guidance, and whether they evaluate your answers. So I used to write the answers from the coaching institute, and there are online test series. I used to join this test series and get it evaluated. 20-25 tests. I wrote 25 tests for GS and around 15 tests for the anthropology. So while you are in a very distant place, you can write these answers and get it evaluated through online. The importance of NCRT books. NCRTs are very important for clearing your basic understanding. And I think the NCRTs are the textbook for geography and economics. So NCRTs are very important as a textbook for economics and geography. Apart from that, NCRTs, old NCRTs are important, and to create a basic understanding, NCRTs are inevitable. There is also this debate between old and new NCRTs. So you can have, it does not matter as far as you enrich your content. You can read old NCRT, you can read new NCRT. It does not matter. The only thing that you have to do is that enrich your content. What if a particular thing is not in the new NCRT, you read from old NCRT. The basic aim of yours should be to clear this exam. It is not whether which book you should read. There are multiple sources. You just need to enrich yourself and equip yourself with the content and arsenal of the knowledge just to clear this exam. Newspaper, current affair notes, and NCRT things. This is just to enrich your content. Okay. Apart from that, there is this doubt whether UPSC magazines uh, there are UPSC magazines that come around. These are also very good source of current affairs, and you can read that magazines. uh, Coaching institute provide these magazines, yes. So these are the content and the notes and textbooks which are very common for all. I need to focus on what was my particular strategy. So if you have 1 year of for a preparation, for example, if you are giving in 2023, so this is May 2022, you need to prepare a strategy such that you cover your optional subject before December. That is 6 months before your prelims. You should be able to cover the optional subject. I will give the 6 months for my optional, starting from now to December. Along with that, I'll cover the basics of my general studies, prepare myself for the knowing more detail in the general studies, understand the newspapers, and uh, have a 2 or 3 basic readings of the general studies. All the basic textbook that I have mentioned and which are available to all the UPSC candidates in the market. After December, that is December 2022, I will start writing answers, 1 or 2 answers every day. Start solving prelims test papers and read the test series answers. It will make my preparation very particular, and it will help me pre-prepare for the prelims, mains, and interview. For example, if you start practicing the test from January, by the end of the March, uh, you will be able to comfortably clear the prelims if you practice 3 or 4 tests per a week. I'm talking about the prelims. So practice 2-3 tests per week from January, 3-4 tests in February, February and March, you practice around 2 3 tests, and by the end of April, in the month of April, you have to write one test per day. And if the exam is on May, then you will be able to complete, and you will be able to uh, comfortably clear the prelims. After prelims, that is means you have to write answers and test papers and complete those tests within the 3 hours time. I'm talking about the mains test. So you write two tests per day, two tests per week, and every week you get it evaluated. And for essay, you have to write one essay per fortnight, one essay paper per fortnight. That means that two essay uh, in every 15 days. It gives one essay per week. So your essay preparation also will get streamlined accordingly. You prepare the strategy and timetable as you feel and as you like. It is not important that you have your strategy as good as or as similar as other candidates. You can have your own unique strategy. There are particular things that I need to focus and need to tell you is that consider this UPSC as your exam. It is just another exam which you have to qualify. So in that, whatever you need to do, you have to do. Gaining knowledge is a part of qualifying this exam, and it is, you don't have to be scholar in anything. You just need to qualify this exam, and you have to gain knowledge for clearing this exam. Negative thoughts will come and go. What you need to do is that you just have enough motivation and enough discipline, self discipline. You are able to put in enough hours per day. Eight, you have to just put in 8 hours per day, and you have to fight yourself with these negative thoughts. There are many negative thoughts that come ki there are around 15 lakh applications per year, and etc etc. You There are just 200 seats for IPS and 150 vacancies for the around 180 vacancies for the Indian Administrative Service. So, and 15 lakh applications for all these services. You just have to focus on what is the task right now. Believe me, the people are not able to clear this exam because of the lack of self discipline. They are not able to put in 8 hours a day. 7 8 hours a day are very important, and you have to be very consistent in putting these hours despite whatever demotivation, negative thoughts are there. You have to just put these hours, and at the end of the preparation, you will feel that this is the best thing that you could have done, and it will get you the desired result that you want. As far as the UPSC syllabus is concerned, you break down the syllabus. Syllabus is already very concise. You just put that syllabus in front of you and start preparing from that syllabus. For example, consider the pressure groups. You just prepare the questions out of it. What are the pressure groups? Pressure groups in India, pressure groups in world, the effectiveness of pressure groups, uh, what is the history of pressure group and evolution of pressure groups in India. Your pressure group topic is done, and 70 80% of the question will come out of that. What is the government policy of the pressure group, etc. As far as UPSC revision is concerned, there were one topper who used to say that you need to revise the thing that you have studied the next day. After that revision, you need to revise the same thing within 1 week, and that thing is to be revised within 1 month. So you revise that 3 4 times in such a way that you are able to remember that. And even if you are not able to revise that, you just need to constantly keep those keywords in your mind, so that your entire topic, the frame of entire topic comes in your mind just by reading those words. That is notes preparation. For any particular note, for example, if there is 100 words paragraph, you just need to underline the keywords, and those keywords should be such that once you read these keywords, your entire 100-word paragraph, you are able to comprehend and able to reproduce while writing. Sanskrit UPSC optional. You can prepare while staying at your home. I did not go to Delhi. I cleared this exam while staying in my village itself. I concentrated on my engineering. I just read the newspaper while I was in the college. I used to wake up at 6:30. Read. I had college at 8:30, so I allotted that 1.5 hour time by reading the newspaper. And at the end of the college hours, I used to write the notes out of it. You don't need to prepare UPSC right from school. You just need to be good citizen. That is, the UPSC mentions that every good citizen of India should know certain things. You just need to concentrate on your studies, and it will be a base for your UPSC preparation. Average student from zero to final selection, that 8 hour thing that I mentioned, you need to study 8 hours a day. You will be above average. You will shine, rather not above average. You will shine like anything. I started preparation in 2015 and 16. Now I am a 2016 batch pass out from NIT Surat, electrical engineering. So if there are no more questions, thank you. I hope you succeed in your endeavors and all the best.